Welcome to the first video in a series presented by Waterway Outdoor LLC on how to start and manage your own billboard company. Volume 1, we will learn about how to build a steel monopole sign. This step-by-step guide will take you from the planning stages of construction through the final building inspection. Here are the steps of planning and construction. Establish an interest in a property that has legal zoning, typically a property that has commercial or industrial zoning. Obtain appropriate approvals from your local zoning authority and State Department of Transportation. You should receive both the building permit and zoning permit for the location you are building. The building permit will specify the inspections you will need to pass. Typically, you will go through 2 inspections. Footing. This inspection checks to make sure the hole is dug according to the engineering plans with the correct diameter and depth. Building final. This inspection checks to make sure the sign is built according to the engineering drawings and building permits approved by the local zoning authority. They will check the height, size, and overall construction according to the plans. Call Selective Structures or USA Structures to obtain a price quote for a structure and obtain engineering plans for the sign. Notify Nationwide one call to check for underground utilities and lines. 1-800-632-4949. Also check with the local zoning authority to check for any underground water or sewer lines. You will need to gain access to a line truck with an auger capable of digging the appropriate size hole according to the engineering drawings. A standard 10.6 by 36 foot monopole, 30 feet in overall height, OAH, will have a footing 5 foot in diameter and 18.6 in depth. This is a standard in our coastal area with a wind load capacity of 130 miles per hour. Check with your local zoning authority to determine the wind load capacity required in your area. Typically, the lower the wind load, the cheaper the sign will be. The structure you want to purchase will depend on several factors. 1. What size sign will the city or county where the sign is located allow you to build? How much can you rent the sign for? You may want to go with a smaller structure if it is a slow market, or you may want to go with the biggest sign allowed if it is a market that will rent easily. Invest more on a nicer sign in a strong market than a slow market. 3. Do you have to make any adjustments due to existing structures, trees, or other obstructions? When you have decided what size sign you want to build, you will then order the structure and wait for your delivery date. If you are getting power to the site, make sure you have applied for services several weeks ahead of time to allow the power company to service this location once you have built the sign. Line up your construction day with the line truck delivered to make sure he can be there to move all the parts of the structure onto the job site. You will need to bring wooden beams to place the parts of the structure onto to keep them off the ground and away from all earthy elements. While waiting for the inspection, hopefully you have moved quickly in assembling the structure. By the time the pole is set and the concrete is poured, you have the head of the construction assembled and will be ready the next day to complete construction. Use the line truck to set the pole in the hole. Many engineering drawings request at least a 6-inch of concrete below the bottom of the pole to ensure it is anchored down properly. You will need to pull the pole up 6 inches and hold it in the air until the concrete has filled the hole and the pole is immobilized. Wait about 24 hours for the concrete to set and dry. Lift the head of the structure onto the pole and bolt down with your impact wrench. Now we are ready for graphics.